I'm James Rocchi for MSN Movies, and we're in Rachel, Nevada. This desolate, windswept landscape is the home of Area 51, the Air Force's legendary base, which, depending on who you listen to, either tests new planes or keeps alien secrets. We're at the extraterrestrial highway, Interstate 375, to talk to the stars and director of Paul, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and Greg Mottola, about science fiction, comedy, and what's up with all of that probing, anyhow?
What if he inserts a probe into our you-know-what?
Well, apparently they don't do that.
Anyone want one of these? Anyone?
I want to start with a series of hard-hitting questions about science fiction as a genre, specifically to start, Close Encounters or E.T.? Close Encounters or E.T.?
Now you're doing it, James.
Oh,
Now you're giving
look,
us
I
the
mean,
tough
this can
cookies.
be difficult or it can be easy, so I'm just going to say Close Encounters.
I'm going to say E.T.
Bang.
Just for what it meant to me as a child.
Whichever film loses, Steven Spielberg wins.
Growing up in England, and you're getting a picture of America from popular culture. You guys explored horror in Shaun of the Dead, you explored action in Hot Fuzz. What kind of a picture do you get of America from American science fiction?
It always happens in kind of like backwater places, obviously, and you know, we get to see a lot of what's purportedly the between the cities in America. That's why we did the road trip before we did Paul, because we wanted to see what it's like between airports and get an idea of. And you do feel when you're out here in these huge expanses, you know, anything can happen.
This is too dangerous. I can make it on my own from here.
We are in this together, Paul.
Why are we holding hands?
So we look like a family. Okay, we're just a couple of regular guys walking down the street with a small cowboy.
When you were writing Paul, were you ever thinking, oh, okay, we have to make sure the effects will make this work, or we can't just do a puppet, or did you just say, we want to write the best story possible and let the technical guys worry about it?
Bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of, I mean, we did want to write the best story possible, but and we wanted him to look real, you know. Our problem with CG characters is they have no weight to them. And
Paul on the page, the thing I loved about him was that he just does not apologize for who he is. He's kind of a flawed alien. He's not one of those, you know, David Bowie type aliens who are all good looking and quiet and get everything right. He's not so different than us, but he is also liberated. He's a free thinker.
Let's lighten the mood, shall we? Clive, when did you last get laid?
Simon and Nick were incredibly bold. They gave Paul a lot of the funny lines, and they play straight man to someone who wasn't there in parts of the movie. And it was, you know, there's not that many semi-naturalistic comedy performances from CG characters to compare to.
We always see these characters, these amazing creations, in the context of their own universe. You know, Gollum is in Middle-earth, we see all those Star Wars creations in the Star Wars universe. You never juxtapose that kind of weirdness with just mundane ordinariness. And we kind of thought it would be amazing to see something as advanced as Gollum sitting in an RV.
How did you go invisible? Like Predator?
It's a camouflage response.
But you can do it anytime you want.
Anytime.
Oh my God!
You gentlemen seen anything unusual this evening?
No, not really.
Paul. See more at whatispaul.com.